Hello, welcome back to Chillin with Chronically Happy. I look so bald up front in this lighting. Oh, my little teeny hairs right here. I have a 5 head. That's why bangs are good for me right now. But when I have my hair down, it looks good. It look good. It look good. Look good. Anyways, so that call was the call I was waiting for. I'm barely rested at all. I was busy talking on the phone, getting everything taken care of for, gosh, I look so bald. That's all I can focus on now is I look so bald. I'm going to take this hair down. How messy are my bangs? Pretty dang messy. Get my comb over going. Oh my gosh, this looks worse. This looks worse. I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I'll just keep them up and look bald this way. I'll just look bald this way. I guess that's all I'll do. Bring it more forward, maybe. What I really wanted to do was go like this, so I had a little bit of bang. Just a little bit of bang. I want my bangs back. I need to schedule a haircut really bad. There's nothing I can do to fix this. I have to keep it up in a freaking clip. I have to. It's the only way to go about this. I guess I can go like that and kind of do a poofy top. Like that. There. Make it kind of poofy. As long as that's covering my bald spot in the back. Oh, my back hurts. I'm already losing energy as we speak. I may need a nap. But in order to pace myself, this is what I need to do. Oh, tinnitus. Yawn. So it sounds like I have to use Medicare in order to get my MRI on Wednesday. Otherwise, I have to wait months for my VA to be authorized to get an MRI at one of the OHSU clinic MRI radiology clinics. They're scheduled so far out. The psych or imaging that OHSU bought out their locations, they have lots of availability, but not all their billing is up and running yet, so they don't accept VA yet. They have to work on a contract with the VA now that they've been bought out, even though previously that location or those locations all accepted VA. Now they have to rework the contract with OHSU, and OHSU is still bargaining things with the VA, it sounds like. So no matter what, I have a copay of $71.98 in order to get my MRI on Wednesday and talk about my results on Thursday. And the location I chose didn't have the ability to do a Cine MRI. And so they had to change locations on me. And it's later in the day, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I'm still plated to do it Wednesday. I'm thinking about doing is taking my meds and seeing how I feel. And if I take a nap, I take a nap. But I need to be able to only take like an hour nap or two. Nothing longer, because I need to get my dog to the park. But I also need to not overdo it because I have so much to do this week. Like tomorrow, I have my Zoom with my medication manager. And then Wednesday's my MRI, which is a long drive and a lot of time laying still. And then Thursday, I have my 2 doctor, yeah, Thursday is my Zoom doctor appointment in the morning, first thing at like 8 in the morning, and then 2 hours later is my primary care doctor to get my labs drawn and see my primary. And then I'm gonna have to wait like an hour or two after my appointment just to get my labs taken. And then Friday, I have an event in I have a chiro in the morning for an hour, and then in the evening I have an event going on. So that's my week. And so today what I've been dealing with is, so here's part 2 of what's going on. I'm using my Medicare in order to get my MRI, which I was trying not to do. But at least I got this figured out today. I'm not the day of, so I wouldn't have been blindsided with a copay. And I have to figure out if I can do billing, and they can just bill me, and I can do my copay afterwards. I don't know. But I do have the money. I have some money saved up in my savings, but I'm trying not to use it. But I'm going to run out of my medication this next week. I have to look how many pills I got left, honestly. Let me do that while I think about it, and then I may have to call them and tell them to refill it on a certain day so they can charge my card. But they're going to want to charge my card before they fill the order, no matter what. I believe I've done that with them in the past, and they have to have the money up front before they'll fill the prescription. The order won't go in until I pay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 pills left. I know they can do it in overnight. I need to do it at least within 2 to 3 days in advance. But I hate cutting it that close. But I don't have the money for them to pay until probably Friday, which is kind of cutting it close. And then I don't think they do stuff on weekends. So Friday's going to be a busy day. My chiropractor, phone calls to refill medications, driving out and making a payment for my trailer storage, which I still need to take my freaking tarp over there and cover it for any rain upcoming. I need to do it this week, seriously. It's not going to be raining until like Thursday, and I really need to get that done. But I can only do so much. And I'm trying to do some crafting. Because before I know it, the end of February will be here. It's the end of January, and I'm like, where'd the month go? I don't even know. I've been busy doing doctor appointments. So, I went and got my injection today. Then and then the VA called me right when I was getting out of my psychiatrist's office. My psychiatrist that prescribes my meds, my medication manager, just to find out if it's in Zoom or in person. Well, I guess all of his appointments are on Zoom because he's back in Ohio right now. There's definitely some family emergency going on, and it's a bummer. He has I think he's mentioned it might have been his in-law or something. Anyway, neither here nor there. So I'm like, whew, thank goodness it's on Zoom. I don't gotta go anywhere tomorrow unless I have to. So I may try and make some drives back into Salem to drop off this stuff for my friend that I'm charging these heated gloves for, and I'm giving him some other things. My homeless friend that I gave the battery to. Anyway, I was going to meet up with him today, but he didn't get his message until too late after he woke up from a nap, and I was already on my way home. I'm like, damn, dude, I'm sorry. But maybe I'll try and make a special trip into town to see him tomorrow and also get some gas. Because I'm going to be getting low, and I'm going to need gas for Wednesday. So I need to plan ahead and make sure I get gas tomorrow. And the cheapest gas is in Salem. So I have to waste gas just to go get cheaper gas. But I can make it a dual purpose and make it so I can go drop this off to my friend tomorrow, and then also do the thing. get the gas. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I do need to take that medication. Where's my purse at? Because I think I'd rather take my medication now rather than wait. Not when it comes to the pain pill patch one. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about my mast cell one. Dual anxiety med, which you guys should be proud of me. I'm only taking half my pill. I'm doing a lot better. I'm not as anxious. I'm not as flary at the moment. I feel like my body is starting to accept the IVIG, subcutaneous Hizentra, for my IgG deficiency. Maybe this thyroid medication is helping me as well, because I'm also now getting more of an appetite and it's changing things in my body. So we're going to see how things go and all of that stuff. But anyway, as I was saying, I got my injection this morning. Then I went to, they're only like 0.5 miles away from each other, my medication manager and my pain patch doctor. So I always find it very convenient that if I'm going to one, I go to the other just to make sure I have appointments on the books and make sure I know if it's in person or on Zoom. So there is that. So I went over there, and right as I was, I got Stormy out of the FJ to go potty, and then the VA called me. The VA is like, "Hey, you talked about a continuation of care for your pain management." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm really more concerned about my physical therapy one." And told her all about my physical therapy one, and how also that the VA did not recognize that my doctor is under VA authorization, which is that number right there, and the expiration dates. So they don't have it listed as this doctor can prescribe this medication, which in fact they can. So I'm going to use my freaking Medicare on Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm going back to my VA insurance. I'm charging everything to the VA that way. Gosh, I bet my copay is going to be bigger for a Cine MRI. But dang, dude, my copay at OHSU for our Psycher is so much cheaper than it is at Salem Health. Like, that's amazing. My copay is so much cheaper. So, F Salem Health and their MRI copays, and OHSU copays way better. In fact, if that is the copay that I gotta pay, I gotta get money into my account, so I need to take money and drop it off into my account so I can have enough for gas and my copay. So there goes my savings account. I swear, every month there is something that takes my savings away from me. I'm supposed to pay myself first. And I don't have it in stocks and bonds. I do have a CD. But, I really do need to do investing. And I don't know enough about it. And it seems so stinking boring to me that I just don't want to do it. Not on top of everything else I gotta deal with on the daily basis. I just don't got time to deal with something that's kind of boring to me and what I don't want to do. Even though it's gonna make me money in the long run. Like, I'd rather just save it myself and put it aside and have it in a lockbox, and that way I know it's cash, and cash is always gonna be better than plastic in my mind. It's just not growing any interest. In fact, I'm taking out of it. I'm still going to have some left at least. I'm not taking all of my savings out. I do have to use only a portion of it for some gas at least, though. And I'm trying to live on what I can. And I still have money in my account. I'm doing good this month for a change. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, but I barely am with these copays. These copays are killing my pocketbook, man. These co-pays suck. So we'll see what happens moving forward. So today was injection. Found that out about the VA. Fixed the information about my freaking authorization, doctor, and pharmacy. And unfortunately, everything got canceled out when they declined it. And so I have to wait until Thursday for her to reorder the medication. Pharmacy was trying to say it's community care's job to get that information in there. And community care is saying pharmacy needs to deal with it because it's a pharmacy thing. Passing the buck. This is what happened and why I have so much medical PTSD the first time around, because of them doing this kind of BS. They're just trying to pass the buck and not, nobody wants to take blame for what's going on. Why? Oh. It has something to do with the way things were billed, and I 100% know it. It's because they billed the wrong insurance, and they're going to be like, what is this? So, I think that's the part of the problem with my immunologist office. I used both insurances, and then I didn't take it off. I can't be dual enrolled at places. It messes things up. So now that I know that, I have to make sure to be like, I'm switching insurance, get rid of this other one, I don't use it anymore. And say that I'm not using it anymore. There's only certain places I need to use it for. And at least the one thing is my therapist's office knows what they're doing, that they haven't messed anything up. But my immunologist's office has, and OHSU has numerous times. They suck at billing. They always sucked at billing. They've messed up on my stuff so many times and sent it to the wrong VA, and I just have to be very careful, and I have to pay attention. I have to pay attention to my stuff. Like, I have to open my mail a lot faster sometimes than I do. Like, I wait till the weekend, and then that's the weekend I can't deal with anything. So stupid. So anyways, that was my morning, dealing with that and phone calls. And I'm trying to think of other phone calls I need to do, but I am just wiped out. I think I'm getting a migraine. I think I gotta take my pain patch off and get my other meds going. I know I've done this process before in front of the camera, but I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes, so I'm just going to peace out for now. That was my day so far, and it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I've already gotten a hip injection. I talked to the VA, talked to the VA pharmacy, talked to OHSU billing department, which were wrong, talked to OHSU radiology department. They called me back once. They called me back twice. In the middle of my first video is when they called me back the first time. Thank goodness I didn't start recording right away, because then I would have had to stop it. All just to get my insurance information figured out for my upcoming appointments and MRIs. So I'm so glad I did it 2 days in advance, because otherwise it would have been a sheet show if I wouldn't have been paying attention to things when I was on my OHSU website. And it's all because I was advocating for my friend. I even went into my OHSU website chart, and by chance I saw that my doctor had an opening this week that I jumped right on top of it, because I want to talk about my MRI a lot sooner than March, because that was her availability to begin with, and that was BS. So I'm so glad that I'm able to get in to see her a lot sooner than we expected. And we're going to see the results right away, which, I'm going to my doctor too late this week. I see him after I see her. I need to take note, and I need to figure out how to get film. I'm just going to have to call. I am going to call Salem Health and try and get my, the actual films in hand, so I can somehow upload them to my doctor so she can see them. So I've got to try and get those records before I see her. If not, I'm going to have to schedule another one, which I could probably jump on there now and schedule another one. But I want to kind of talk to her before I schedule the next one, only because I want to see what this MRI says first. So, happy day. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'm going to try and get that last phone call done. And then maybe doing a crafting video later. I may do a thyroid one later. I may do nothing later and just video game, which sounds kind of nice right now, honestly. But I still need to go to the store. I need to go get myself some milk and cereal because it's my favorite snack. I'm going to be pain in an arm and a leg out here in town. I could, if I do leave the house today again, I'm going to the bank to drop off money, and I'm going to be into my account so I can get gas and pay for my freaking copay. Because I don't think places like to take cash anymore. They take card only, so I gotta make sure it's all in my account. As a responsible adult, I am. So anyway, it's over 20 minutes now. I love you all. Have a good Monday, and feel marvelous because it's a beautiful day to be alive. Peace out.